Next is distinguish. So we only include the first record in each group. To distinguish, you find the record ops and then find the last node, drag and drop it to the canvas, connect the select to distinguish. Double click the distinguish, and then here you can see the mode, include only the first record or discard only the first record. We choose include only the first record, and then here keys to grouping. We use shop ID, date, and receipt number to identify a transaction. And then here within group, we use shop ID, date, receipt number, and transaction sequence. Here we click apply and OK. Now we will distinguish the data. If we click preview, you can see here all the transaction sequence will be 1. Why we are going to doing this? So let me explain it. Why distinct? Suppose you are going to this restaurant to buy a hamburger and a Coke. So after the purchase, the POS machine will record it. So it will become the payment.csv, and it will be here. You are in this shop. The check number is 5707, and the transaction sequence, the first one, is 1 and paid by OC, and the first one is hamburger, so payment amount is 10, and the second two is $4, is the Coke. Then you will have 2 records, and for the sales item.csv, it will become the this it will become look like this, and the cell SI number here is the product number. The first one represents hamburger, the second one represents Coke. You can see here, although the hamburger is 10 and Coke is 4, but the computer will add together for you. It is net total, it's 14. So the first record hamburger net total is 14 and Coke is 14. So we only need the first one. So we are going to delete the second or the third and the fourth. We only need the first product to represent the total sales of this transaction. We use distinct to select the first one. And next is derive. From here, we are going to find which transaction is breakfast and lunch. We want to save it and delete tea time and dinner. So we are going to use derive. To find derive, we will click the field ops, drag and drop the derive is the fourth node, and connect the distinct and derive. Double click on derive, and here the derive field we use time type, and here the derive as formula, and we use nominal, and here you can see if this condition is true, so we set the condition. So we click here and click the calculator icon, and here we use the time. Let me see, time less and equal to 2 time. We found here 2 time. We use 12 o'clock. Yes, 12 o'clock. Click check. OK. So here we set the breakfast to 1 to represent the breakfast, 2 to represent lunch. So now we set it again, the time less than equal 2 time. Now we use 14, right? 14. Before 14. So here we set the afternoon tea time less than equal to time 18. Click check, OK. And here 4 to represent dinner. Click here, time larger greater than 2 time 18. Click check, OK. And here, and this is the reclassify, and click apply and OK. And here we click up here, click preview. You can see a new column is added, the time type. For the first one, 3, means it's afternoon tea. So we are right. Next, we are going to select the breakfast and lunch. So we use select. Connect the select, double click it. We only include the time type equal to 1 or time type equal to 2. So this is breakfast and lunch. Click check, OK. Click apply and OK. If you use the table to see the final result, click run. And you can see here, the time type only includes the 1 and 2, which is breakfast and lunch. So the next task is to do RFM analysis. It's very easy. It has the built-in function. So we are going to the record ops, find RFM aggregate. Pay attention that it's not aggregate, it's RFM aggregate. It has RFM. Connect the select and RFM. Double click it. And then ID. Now we use octopus to identify the customer. The date, which is date, value is net total. And here, the fixed date. And as the data, so we use 2014, August the 1st. So click apply. If we preview the RFM result, we can see here, this is the octopus ID and its recency, frequency, and monetary. If we explain the first record, the frequency 0 means the customer has come yesterday, and frequency means that in this series of time, he or she comes 15 times, and this is how much the customer spent. Click apply, OK. So this is RFM aggregate. And next, we are going to do RFM analysis. So go to field ops, connect the RFM to RFM analysis, double click RFM analysis, and here we can see the recency. We use recency. Frequency, we use frequency. Monetary, we use monetary. Here, the number of bins, for RFM we all set 5, and weight is the weight of it. I think that R is not that important, so I use 10. Frequency is important, I use 40. And monetary is most important, I use 50. And you can set the weight by yourself. And now we finish the set, so we click apply and OK. So if we preview it, you can see each customer's category and its RFM score. And our task is find the top 10 customers with highest RFM score. So we are going to sort, and find the top 10. First, we are going to sort. We click Record Ops and find Sort. Connect the IFM analysis to sort. Double-click the sort, and then we use IFM score to sort. Here, you can see it's ascending. We use descending, which is from the largest to the smallest. Click Apply, click OK, and then we are going to sample. Here you can see the record ops that is sample. We connect the sort to sample, double-click, and here it's a sample method we use first. We want first 10 record, click Apply, OK, and then we finish sample. Next, we are going to export the final output to Excel. So before export, we are going to read all the data. So we use type. Connect 10 to type. Double-click type, read all the values, read values, and apply OK. And then next, we will export the data. So click Export and find Excel node. Double-click, open the Excel, and then click here. We use the latest Excel file. We want to change the name. We put it on the desktop, and then change the name into IFM. Click Save. Click Run. After you run it, you can go to the desktop to find the IFM Excel file. Open it, and you can find these 10 customers, the top 10 customers with highest IFM score. So we have finished all the tutorials today, and I have a question after class, and you can do it by yourself. If you have further question, you can send an email to me, which is in the first slide. It is santostan@gmail.com. Thank you for watching this tutorial.